you're here to the car. Yeah, okay.
Norm.
Great.
It's Norm again.
Could you talk about what you saw from Ryu in a really clutch game for him?
Yeah, that's what we kind of expected first time out, really, because he's pitched big in a lot of big games this year. He's pitched really well and seemed to handle it really well. And I think just the experience of the last series really helped him today. And I think we've seen him aggressive with the fastball, and when you see that with him, then his other pitch, it sets everything else up. Like most guys, but he's a guy that was aggressive with that fastball. He's able to get ahead of the count, uses off speed.
Okay, over here to the right.
John, could you talk about Hanley and how he was feeling through the game and how he's doing now?
I think he's okay. I didn't hear anything through the game. He really probably could have stayed there at the end, but once he got the at-bat, it seemed like, I'm assuming that he's got to be limited in some way in his movement and everything else, but watching him take BP today and throw, he seemed pretty good. And I know he's taking it easy. So it sounded like it went pretty good for him. Obviously, he threw a couple hits out there, and it's good to have him in there, just to have him in there too, to put another guy in there.
At the center, face the back.
Don, just thoughts on what you saw from Andre Ethier at the plate in the field and how close he was to the Ethier who was so significant for the team for you this year.
Well, obviously didn't do a whole lot offensively, but we're still comfortable with him. And we felt, and just talking to Davey as that game went on, I could have doubled him out there at the end, but Davey feels really comfortable with him defensively. We don't know how he'll come back tomorrow. We'll see how tomorrow goes. If he's a guy that's not going to be able to go, we don't really know about Hanley tomorrow. So we're kind of day to day with these guys, how they kind of react after the games. And but we're happy that again that Andre's in there, a guy that has hit Wainwright in the past. At least makes him think about pitching to Adrian a little bit, and Adrian's able to get a big hit for us.
And all the way in the back.
In the earlier parts of the game, Ryu's fastball topped out at 95 miles. Is that the kind of velocity, I mean, he doesn't do that very often, but is that the kind of velocity that you expect to see more often?
He doesn't do that a whole lot, but it seems like in the games that he gets a little amped for, when he's had his really, really good games, we'll see him touch that. Doesn't really pitch there, it's more to the 92, 91. We see him get in trouble when he's 88, 89, when he doesn't have that same life on his fastball. But the days that he's feeling good, and when you start seeing that 95 just touch it, 94 now and then he's got enough velocity to get guys having to speed up a little bit, and then it makes everything else better.
And right up the center to the right.
Who's starting them all?
Ricky?
What are you talking about? Goes into that decision.
He's been set up the whole time for game 4. Right now, Ricky and Lasco will be pitching tomorrow.
And right here.
Don, this might be sort of an obvious question, but just what's the significance of beating Adam Wainwright?
Well, it gets us on the board. That's the main thing. Obviously, this guy's he's a big game pitcher. He's got quality stuff and has a handful every time you face him. So the significance for us is being able to get on the board, grab a little momentum on our side of the field. They're still up 2-1 on us, but it puts a win on our side of the board. If we can go play well tomorrow night and continue to pitch the way we have, put some runs up, and then it just keeps coming our way. And so really, once you get the momentum, you just like to hold it.
And against the wall.
James Mims upstairs in the press box was taking credit for turning Puig around. Yes, yeah. I just wanted to come on and congratulate him. And he said that he thinks Puig has changed his batting approach, that bats getting too tight, he's too stiff. Do you agree with him?
I haven't, Mac does all the hitting stuff. I don't really think it's got anything to do with him mechanically. It's more about him getting himself pitched to hit. They did a nice job on him. I'm going to give those guys some credit. He hasn't changed from Atlanta. He's swimming back good in Atlanta. He's swimming back good tonight.
So you're shooting Mims down?
I'm shooting him down.
Okay.
And all the way in the back.
Yeah, Don, speaking of Puig, did you feel he was pressing the first couple games, and do you feel it was just a matter of time before he bust out?
I think they got good pitching, and, you know, again, Yachty's tremendous back there, and calling the game, and knows what he's doing with his guys out there. So, I give a lot of credit to their pitching, and again, Yasiel's emotional, we see it tonight with the hit, and, you know, everything that goes into that, and, you know, it has a chance to be like that back and forth, and he's gonna continue to grow and get better, but there's gonna be nights where, you know, they're gonna have their way with him at times, and we just gotta continue to help him get better and better.
I guess they're all over here, Casey.
You talked about, you guys beat Wainwright tonight, the first two games they went against Kroenke and Kershaw. Does it strike you as strange at all?
Well, they've all been like those games still that are hit here or hit there that they kind of change with, you know, so, not really. When you're in a close game, it seems like when you're in games that both teams are in it, anything happens. You know, when you get, you know, Clayton or Zach, you know, you throw 5 or 6 runs up for them, then it seems like those games get out of hand. But any game that you're in that both teams stay close, at that point it's a key hit away. You know, and they're going to make mistakes like everybody else as you get deeper into the game. So it doesn't surprise me because both teams have stayed within reach all the time. And so any one pitch or one bad bounce or one bad play, you know, you're in harm's way all of a sudden.
You want to take 3 more for Don? Over here to the wall again?
How much of an emotional lift do you